My name is Susanne Nieves. I will be 54 at the end of this month. I am married, currently separated. I have an adult daughter and a granddaughter. I'm born and raised in New York City. I moved to Texas about 12, 13 years ago. In the past maybe 3 years, my husband got increasingly more aggressive, and eventually he became physically aggressive with me. I saw several psychiatrists and therapists, and it wasn't until I met one particular therapist and she told me that my relationship was toxic and she felt it was dangerous and that I needed to get out of it immediately. And she gave me the Houston Area Women's Center for the hotline. And I was scared. Like I said, I'm going to be 54 years old. I have never not been with my family. Starting over at my age was scary. Walking away from everything that I've accumulated in the last 35 years was extremely hard. Putting my faith in strangers was also hard. And I had this preconceived idea of what was going to happen. And I'm so happy to say I was totally wrong. I was 100% wrong. First night I was there, I slept like 9 hours, which was not the pattern for the last 3 years. I was only sleeping 3 and 4 hours a day, sometimes not sleeping for days. And actually getting to the point where I was having like a lack of sleep, insomnia, hallucinations where, you know, eventually your body needs to rest, and I wasn't getting that. I woke up at 8:32. I will never forget the time it was because I was shocked. And I don't feel like I'm walking on eggshells anymore. I don't feel weary. I don't feel just threatened, you know, terrorized, and it's a safe place. During my assessment process, I was referred to Mr. Oliver at the Way Home program, and he was really, really informational. He gave me a lot of information, and he searched around for programs that I would qualify for, which led me to the Salvation Army, which I think is kind of like God's little hand, because I am a Christian woman. I love the Lord. And, you know, the Salvation Army, I know, is a Christian-based agency. So it just seemed like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. And within a week, I met with my case manager, Kylie Martin. Even though I'm not in the house, I still sometimes wake up. I kind of jump up out of my sleep, kind of disoriented and hyper-aware. And I know it's going to take a while for that to go away. For the first time in probably 15 years, I polished my own nails. I mean, this sounds really small, but it was huge. I'm definitely going to continue with the therapy and whatever else services that I can get. My dream is to do some missionary work. That's always been in my heart. I was not, I don't want to say allowed, but I was discouraged from doing it before because I had responsibility at home. Who was going to cook? Who was going to clean? Who was going to babysit? You can't go, kind of thing. And it was always disheartening to hear those things because, like I said, at my age, I have some goals that I have not obtained, but they are still reachable. I'm ready to start my life over. I don't want to date or anything like that. I just want to be safe and just have a little bit of happiness. That's enough for me.